Hello. The year is 1912, and New Mexico has been added as the 47th state to the United States of America. For the next 11 years, the state was without any flag to represent itself until a contest held in 1923 yielded this design by Dr. Harry Mara. 2 years later, it was signed into legislation as the official state flag for New Mexico, and it's remained that way ever since. We're forgetting one small detail, though. In 1915, after New Mexico had been a state for 3 years, the San Diego World's Fair had an exhibit hall with all the state's flags, except New Mexico's, because they didn't actually have a flag yet. So what flag did they use? Well, a silly little guy by the name of Ralph Emerson Twitchell, the mayor of the state's capital, designed a flag so bad, so disgusting, and so awful, that I'm willing to call it the worst flag you've ever seen.
This is disgusting.
What the heck is this? I think this flag is the epitome of it gets worse the more you look at it. Let's start broad, okay? The background color by itself is a color. The thing is, it's not a bad color, but it's just so, like, specific and bland. Good flags use bold and striking, but still simple and recognizable colors. This blue, gray, green, turquoise background has me feeling like this is the background of a Google Slides presentation. Then you got the US's flag just slapped on here like it's a brand's logo. Why is this here? I mean, I guess it's there to remind people that this is a state in the US, but there are so many ways to do that without it looking stamped on at the last minute. It stands out, it looks ugly, it makes the flag look unbalanced. You don't even have to include it, it would have been just fine without it. Moving into the other corner, you got this. Hey, how can we cleverly indicate that this is the 47th state to be added to the Union? And look, I don't know crap about history, but how do you make this look like it was typed in Microsoft Word? The original copy of this flag was sewn. How do you sew this and find it okay? I already said this, and it's gonna come up again for sure, but it's giving off heavy Google Slides vibes. I guess it's time to address the centerpiece. How did we end up here? I know I just said the Microsoft Word 47 up here looks bad, but really and truly, at least that was simple enough to avoid causing harm. This text just makes me nauseous. The font is so incredibly special in a terrible way, but wait, why is it getting smaller? The M in Mexico is smaller than the W in new. And then but the letters are all capitalized. And it keeps getting smaller, it just keeps shrinking. Why? All these elements so far are the most noticeable and culminate into this atrocity of a flag that makes me want to vomit 47 times. But wait, there's more. Behold, the bottom right corner. There's a lot to break down here, so let's start with the text surrounding it first. I want to make this very clear. They had not one, not two, but 3 opportunities to do text correctly, and they screwed it up all 3 times. What is this? How did they simultaneously connect letters stylishly, connect letters atrociously, and refuse to connect letters at all? How is the text the most inconsistent part of this disaster? There's so much of it. That should have been so easy to do right. This is a state flag, not a YouTube thumbnail. Also, the Sunshine State is such a lame nickname. So much so that it belongs to Florida now, so, yeah. Now, I know that this little badge here is technically the seal of New Mexico or whatever, but I'm still gonna criticize it. I know a lot of this video has been me getting angry at text, and we're not about to change that now. Why is the 1912 right side up when half of the other text is upside down? Why did they just decide to flip it randomly? I also don't really know what's going on in the drawing, so that's acceptable, I guess. That eagle looks like it's had a few too many pieces of cardboard, though. All of these elements come together to create what I believe is the most hideous rectangle of artistic design ever created. It belongs in a Google Slides presentation. To put the final nail in the coffin, I'm gonna compare this flag to some other US state flags. And trust me, some of these are foul. Dude, what is this? The basic text at the bottom is the least of our worries. What is this art style? We are not using MS Paint for a state flag. Obviously, it's not as bad as the other one, but come on, we can do better than this. Now, here's the thing. This is a simple flag. It's not cluttered, but it just sucks. I think if they made it more cluttered, it would actually hide the fact that these colors are not it. Like, that star does not belong there. Even if you remove the star, that looks so weird and janky. This design is just really wonky. All right, let's be real for a minute. There is one flag that comes close to beating New Mexico's record for the worst state flag. It's Massachusetts. Holy cow. Yes, this is an appeal to heaven. Actually, you got an apology after this. This is vile. Whatever child was hired to draw this needs to be fired. Honestly, guys, we can do better than this. The reverse side of this flag doesn't give me any hope either. It doesn't look as bad as the front, but the tree is still uneven. So it just still looks awful. This flag makes me want to vomit 6 times. It's terrible. This is the current state flag of New Jersey, and it's actually not that bad, it's just kind of eh. Except for that background color. Why is it tan? Why is it tan? Ugh. So in conclusion, how do we fix this issue of persistently terrible flags? Well, I mean, the answer's pretty simple. Fix them. Some states had this issue and then corrected it. For example, Iowa had a design that just seems really bad. I mean, if you showed this to me with no context on paper, I'd say it's beyond saving. But they fixed it. They were able to fix it and keep the same design. Look at this. This is an S-tier flag now. This is really cool. That was freaking, oh my god. This is really good. And then take Mississippi for wait, no. They started with that and turned it into this, into this. The glow up of Mississippi's state flag needs to be studied. Easy S-tier flag. I would make a video praising this flag the whole way through. And that concludes this video of me hating on flags. Listen, at the end of the day, this is unforgivable. I don't think I've ever laid my eyes on something worse than this. If I could fix one issue in history with a time machine, it'd be this. Thank you for watching.